Just about ready to go. And on the mound in this one, Chris Paddock. Chris, having a scouting report.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And that one is downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. That's inside. And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one is back. And that's a home run into the upper deck. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. The throw in.
Batting third, the left fielder,
Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one hammered left field. That's back. Gone way up into the upper deck. Into the second deck it goes. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 3-0. And that one hit to first, and that's just foul.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Jeffers down to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
This to third. And that's an out.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Here's Ben Gamble. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next pitch in the dirt. Now 2-0. And there's a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Man at second. Just missed.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball.
Buxton pulls that one down. back in Minnesota. And today's starting pitcher, Ronel Blanco. What's the scouting report on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
That one missed.
That's a ball.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Goes down looking. Here's Riley Green. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And first offering is fouled off. Blanco, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. And that's way high. And the count 1-2.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Royce Lewis. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Ball one there. Got him looking for the K. New inning getting started. Here's Mauricio Dubon.
Number 14, Mauricio.
Paddock back to work. Now fly ball to right center. Bader sizing it up. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And that one a little below the knees. And that is ball one. The pitch. Check swing, called strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouled off left side. Swing and a ball hammered left field. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double. Back to the top of the lineup. And now it's Christian Walker. First pitch, and he just misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In comes the runner from third. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that's downstairs. And that's ball 1.
1-0.
2 outs and a runner at third. Here at the top of the second. High in the air, out to right. Bader should have it. And that'll do it. And we're back. And here comes Carlos Correa.
The shortstop, Carlos Correa.
That one fouled hard the other way. Correa, the former first overall pick from Puerto Rico back in 2012, and he blossomed into the American League Rookie of the Year in 2015. And that chance handled, and he takes it himself for the out. Matt Wallner, the next twin up to hit. Oh, great stop. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And now here is Jose Miranda.
Jose Miranda.
And that's way high. Ball one. And there's a ball.
2-0.
And a base hit. And it gets by him. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1-2.
Man at second. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Batting 8, the catcher.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
Jeffers.
That one catches the corner for a strike.
0-2.
Started after it. Appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. 2 outs. And that one missing low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. On to the 3rd inning. Now it's the DH, Yordan Alvarez. That one lifted to left. Green moving under it. Makes the grab, 1 away. So next up for
Now
Houston, Yainer Diaz. Doubled in his first AB. Ball 1, no strikes.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Isaac.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Isaac Paredes. In the dirt. Into center and a base hit. And that's good enough to hold the lead runner at 3rd. Runners now at the corners.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Swing and a miss. And a count 1-1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2, get out of this.
Runners at the corners, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
2-2.
This one in the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. 2-2. And that just misses.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
So they're all loaded up. Dubon will hit next.
Dubon.
To third. Nice stop from his backside. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Jeremy Pena now at the plate. 1-for-1 with a double and a run scored. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Buxton makes the grab. And that is that. Set for the bottom of the third. And here is Willie Castro.
Castro.
Check swing to the first pitch. Look down to third. And he won around. Rule to swing. And ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. And Earl Hendricks punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here's Byron Buxton. Struck out looking in the bottom of the first. Just missed. Late with the swing there. One out, bases empty. Up and in, and it's 2-1.
That's a good pitch there.
2-1.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. 2 outs, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball one. Swing and a miss, strike one. 2 outs, bases empty.
Ball. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Another one. That's 5 straight. Back at target field. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. In for a strike, 0-1. Walker, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2012. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Now the number 2 hitter, Spencer Horwitz. That one hammered center field back there. And that one is off the top of the wall. The throw to second is offline.
Back-to-back base hits. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Altuve up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. 2 in scoring position. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
Ball outside.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And they're all loaded up.
No, this came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
And a ground ball to first, but it kicks foul.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's got a chance. One run's in, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run scores from first, extending their lead.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Diaz in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Check swing, no appeal. That one ripped right center field, and no one can get there. Alvarez scores, and it's an 8-run lead. It's a double, third hit of the night for him.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 10-1.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream of.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 48.
Now it's going to be Ben Gamble. Pitch misses outside. Ball 1. He's a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the ballpark. But obviously, lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw is still in time. And that's out number 1 on a tough play. So digging in, Mauricio Dubon. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. Pena in the box now. No balls and a strike.
It's 0-1.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Lewis settles under it and makes the catch. 2 away. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Spencer Horwitz up next for the Astros. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But now he hits the brakes and hustles back to third.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Smoked on the ground a second. Handles, throws to first, and they get Altuve for the out. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Did you collect baseball cards?
You know, when I was a kid, I used to put them in my back tire of my...
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Correa now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. So my dad told me that he had a bunch of Mickey Mantle rookie cards and a whole bunch of valuable cards in his book. And it's into the gap. Coming home. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Paredes puts it away for the out. 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Jose Miranda. He doubled home a run at his first AB. Upstairs.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
1-0. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Up next for the Twins,
So here's Bader
the
now.
right fielder, Harrison Bader.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this. But, yeah, you definitely expected to see some offense coming up.
Walker makes the play, and that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Well, these Astros doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot. He was all over that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Hammered, base hit. And out to a board.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And the batter now, Isaac Paredes. Miranda makes the grab. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Ben Gamble. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a high fly ball right field. And puts the squeeze on that one. That's out number 2.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
1 ball, no
Dubon,
strikes.
the next to hit, takes ball 1. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's a ball and a strike.
No, that's outside. Ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
They say it went.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back in Minnesota. And now it's going to be Brian Jeffers. Blanco back to work. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0.
Well, these Twins finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities.
1-1.
It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Pena tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. This is Willie Castro. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swings through that. Base is empty, 1 away.
Strike.
Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Going back. On the warning track. And hauls it in. So the lineup flips over. So up next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. And that misses.
Ball.
And that's ball 1. Strike 1.
1-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
All
1 and 2,
sliders so
count.
far in this at-bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Swings through that one. It's top six. Now it's the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Check swing, and he went. Strike one.
It's 0-1.
Now he breaks his bat. Castro puts it away, and there's one away. So the batting order turns over. Christian Walker digs in now. That one
Ball,
misses.
that's high.
Ball one. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
That one outside. And the count 2-1. Swing and a foul. Pushed off to the right. And that will get out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next pitch is downstairs. And that's ball four. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate. Man at first, Spencer Horwitz up next for the Astros.
Now pitching
On the mound now for the Twins, Michael Tonkin. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Out to center. Buxton moves under it. Snags it for the second out. So a man aboard. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. That's out to center field. Buxton under this one. And that is that. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
The left fielder, Riley Green.
And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And makes the grab. One up, one down.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Ouch, that one drilled him. Gets it there in time, though. He keeps his composure, and they get the out. Two down, bases empty. Carlos Correa getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. That's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And now the DH, Matt Wallner, 1 for 2.
Foul ball.
He swings and fouls one off.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
And this one looks like trouble. Around second is Correa. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's 11-4. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Well done. Drives in the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Bader at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Runner at second, 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Line drive. Bader makes the grab, 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
Diaz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 and 2 is the count.
This to center field, and it falls.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Next offering is in for a strike. Diaz, the base runner at first with 1 out. And it stays fair. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now it's the right fielder, Ben Gamel. That misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Line drive, base hit right field. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away. Mauricio Dubon will hit next. Base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is still loaded and still only 1 away. Pena stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Just missed.
Inside. That's the ball.
Next offering misses. 2 and 1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That's hard hit on the line. That's a base hit. Run scores. The throw to third. In there safely.
They are really feeding off each other. That's 5 hits in a row. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the top half of inning number 7. That to right. Bader under it. Nabs it. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. It's 14-4. Spencer Horwitz up next for the Astros. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Back in target field, bottom of the 7th. And here's the catcher, Brian Jeffers. That misses. Ball 1. Whitley goes 6 feet 7 inches, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2016. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 out now. Willie Castro, the next twin up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That's outside. And that is
One ball,
called.
no strikes.
Now one
Ball.
missed. The Stros up big in this one. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And there's a foul ball. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
The center fielder, number 25.
And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Buxton.
First
No,
pitch
that's high.
just misses. Outside corner, there's a strike. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Castro stands at first with one out. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And first offering is fouled off. Horowitz over to first, and that will end the inning. Blanco with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
14-4 is how it ends.
Thank you.